Last episode, Mary Jane wasn't going to move forward with the egg freezing, right? And so she decides to do it.
But you know, this time it's for her. Remember, the egg freezing journey has been for SNC and when she got that bad news. But now she's taking power back and she wants the journey for herself. Now Sheldon's calling, and Sheldon's like, "Hey, you want some insider scoop?" Heck yeah! My name is Mary Jane Paul. Do you know me?
Yes. Let's break this story. And can I interview you?
But now I don't want to get right into the interview. I want to have this debate about who's more vulnerable, the black man or the black woman.
So let's talk about that though, because the debate about who is most challenged and who has more challenges in the workplace and in the world, and why was that important?
It's important to me personally because we don't get to be a part of the conversation. And as black women, we're always sort of championing and protecting. And I think we get used to always saying, oh, they're vulnerable. And then I finally love that Mary Jane's like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, wait a minute. He's not backing down and she's not backing down.
And they both were really into that. Like, the jousting that they were doing obviously turned her on.
I do hear you, Mary Jane. That's why I think you're sexy.
And it was a fun way to sort of explore this debate, being the spark that sort of makes her have to run to the bathroom and check her panties.
So let's talk about that. So when she runs to the bathroom to check her panties and she's like, okay, well, I'm on the hormones, it could be the hormones.
She was horny. Let's just say it. Let's just say it,
like, just put it out there.
Ourselves.
She had wet panties.
She had wet panties and she was horny. And I think she needed to feel like it was the hormones and everything her body was going through, because you don't want to believe that. Women need to own their sexuality. Otherwise, if we don't, then it kind of sends the message that we're really only here for a man's convenience. I think for women, but specifically for women of color, if you are owning your sexuality, somehow you're a whore or a stripper or otherwise you need to be pious. And it's like, no. Again, I'm a lot in between here. She's just chipping away and just, trying to get through the day. And then what I really want is, I want David.
I want David's baby.
She chose David again. She chose wanting a baby with David again. And the funny thing is, if you realize, this is the first episode you've ever seen Mary Jane and David together.
Everything leading up to that, her being at Sheldon's house, the news breaking, all the stuff that she had to do, and to know that the time was ticking.
Yes, we can't help but return to ourselves and who we really are.
All right, so I guess you're not going to tell me whether or not I have to wait and watch
Of course you do. This is the currency of television
exactly
right now.
How it goes. So we want you to tune in next week to BET's Being Mary Jane, and of course you're going to join Mara and I back